Good afternoon, viewers. You are still with me, Lisda Angeline from BBC TV in program BBC Breaking News, Saturday, 15 July 2017. For 5 minutes more, I will accompany you to listen to some break news and some actual news in this afternoon. Today, our news is about development technology of Moorgan Stanley, and here is the news. In 2008, world hit by financial crisis, which is the worst economic disaster since Great Depression in 1929. This crisis happened because of so many reasons. The biggest one is because market crash and housing prices dividing on subprime mortgage. Mortgage that given to people has no income, no job, and no assets. The mortgage issue with no down payment because of loose credit requirement and cheap in housing costs. Because of this condition, two major investment banks, which is Lehman Brothers and largest insurance company, AYG, were getting collapsed. The largest single point drop in history. The result was a global recession which cost the world $10 trillion, rendered 30 million people unemployed and doubled the national debt of the US. 50 million people globally could end up below poverty line again. The collapse of Lehman Brothers also gave effect to all investment bank and insurance companies, such as Merrill Lynch, Goldman Sachs, Moorgan Stanley, JP Morgan, and many others, and all offices that exist in the Wall Street. This makes Moorgan Stanley share plummet by 20 until 30%. Moorgan Stanley lost over 80% its market value along crisis. However, Moorgan Stanley is arguably the most valuable company, because in 2005, Moorgan Stanley had anticipated by not wanting to increase leverage, increase the risk and enter the subprime mortgage. Talking about Moorgan Stanley, it was established in 1935 by Henry S. Morgan and Harold Stanley as investment banking, brokerage, wealth, and portfolio management. Morgan Stanley in 1972 had approximately 110 personnel, one office, and $12 million capital. In 2008, this company also got effect from financial crisis. It caused them loss up to 80% its market value. But the spirit is never dies. Moorgan Stanley borrowed money from FED $107.3 billion during the crisis. In 2009, Moorgan Stanley purchased Smith Barney from Citigroup, become a largest wealth management and brokerage in the world. Now Moorgan Stanley has 50,000 workers, has capital of several billion, and office all over the world. And now Moorgan Stanley is being a biggest investment bank in the world. How this happened?
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, I will introduce to you our technology that we have developed since many years ago. Here, this technology can be used in this globalization era, which is have benefit for financial era.
May I ask something? Yes, sure. How if the technology itself get in troubles? As our analysis, since 15 years ago, we can avoid the risk by straight road processing. The aim is for producing the result customer service, but not only it. The straight road processing also can meet a changing time restriction, manage enterprise-wide risk, withdraw and expansion, decrease time to market, and improve cost or productivity. That's all. Benefit for our company because we don't need to build a large office because people can use their smartphone and don't need to go to our corporation. And for US government, you can use the smartphone and and then you no need to go and no wasting time over there. So this is all of my information.
Okay, so we are lunch English information as the way.
Okay, sir.
I propose appropriation our technology and in our face for our combination and will be banking combination of investment again famous investment in the world.
The Moorgan Stanley mobile app, our state-of-the-art solution for Android, iPad, and iPhone devices. You need to stay in touch anytime, anywhere, and Moorgan Stanley delivers. The Moorgan Stanley mobile app has been built from the ground up to give you the freedom you need to manage your cash, pay bills, transfer funds, and scan and deposit checks drawn on U.S. banks whenever and wherever it's convenient. The Moorgan Stanley mobile app also offers secure access to your entire account. You'll be able to see integrated views of your investment portfolios, customizable views of your asset allocations and holdings, and with a single gesture, you can now call your financial advisor directly. Our mobile app supplies the information you need to leverage market opportunities. You can track current market data, research company profiles, keep up with the latest news, and receive helpful cash management.
Good afternoon, Miss. Good afternoon, Miss. Are you a customer of Morgan Stanley?
Yes, I'm a part of Moorgan Stanley.
Do you know if Morgan Stanley using new technology for their innovation?
Yes, of course, I want to be a part of Moorgan Stanley, and I think I can get more benefit as a part from Moorgan Stanley.
Oh yeah, so what kind of benefits that you get as a customer of Morgan Stanley?
The benefit I get from Moorgan Stanley with technology provided by Moorgan Stanley, and for our business is Moorgan Stanley help for get more information about trading, securities, assets, investment, and etc. And actually, Moorgan Stanley is very fast technology what I know and help in our business.
So, we know that Morgan Stanley can be the most profitable business because this company can manage their risk, make a mature strategies in face problem, and the important one is they can fit with globalization era. Based on Morgan Stanley collapse, we can learn that 5 core principles of banking and money need to be controlled continuously. We cannot predict market that might put us on profit or loss, and then by managing the risk, Morgan Stanley able to survive through the collapse, and by maintaining stability, they able to become the biggest investment bank in the world, where they develop the technology in service to their customer by create innovation, make the technology useful by make the customer easier to get their services by internet basis, and it also make the works become easily in provide the data and information by using technology. Morgan Stanley has managed the risk because what are the information that they have input to the software can be accessed as long the software still in use. There will be no missing file of that, so they already manage risk stability of their corporation, and it make Morgan Stanley be the largest investment bank in the world. So that's the news I could present to you. If you have some suggestions and some critique about this program, please visit us at www.bbcnews.com. Finally, I'm Lisda and all of crew BBC say have a wonderful day and see you next time.